Right now, there's a good chance your Fishfinder is hiding fish from you, and you don't even know it. Screen full of marks. Cooler completely empty. Sound familiar? Today I'll show you the one mistake almost every new kayak angler makes and how to fix it. Of my first mornings out, my brand new Fishfinder lit up. Fish everywhere on the screen. 3 hours later, not one bite. Another angler glanced at my screen and said, "Your Fishfinder isn't lying to you. You're just asking it the wrong questions." Turns out, most beginners never touch the factory settings. They assume it's already right. From a kayak, fishing close to weeds and shallow water, that habit costs you fish. So let's get into the Fishfinders that actually make this easy to read from day one. Number 5. Garmin Striker 4. Imagine buying your very first Fishfinder, turning it on, and spending the next 20 minutes pressing random buttons because nothing makes sense. That's exactly what this unit avoids. The Garmin Striker 4 keeps everything in simple, clear menus, an easy screen, no manual required. It also has built-in GPS, so once you find a spot that produces fish, save it and paddle straight back next time. Setup is easy too. The mount is small, the wiring is minimal, and you'll likely have it on your kayak before your coffee gets cold. Of course, no Fishfinder is perfect. The display is smaller than the others on this list, and it doesn't include detailed lake maps. If you love exploring huge lakes and planning routes ahead of time, you'll want something more advanced. But if your goal is simple, learn faster, catch more fish, spend less money, the Striker 4 is still one of the smartest places to begin. Number 4. Lowrance Hook Reveal 5 SplitShot. A lot of people don't stop using their Fishfinder because it's broken. They stop because they stop trusting it. When every mark on the screen looks the same, you start guessing. That's where the Hook Reveal 5 earns its name. It does a much better job making fish stand out from rocks, weeds, and the bottom, so you feel confident making the next cast instead of second-guessing yourself. Quick heads up before you order, mapping comes with a specific version of this unit, so make sure you pick the one that includes it, since a G-piece-only version exists too. Installing it is easy, a scupper mount, no drilling. Ready to go in no time. Here's the trade-off though. This model mainly looks beneath your kayak, not out to the sides. So should you skip this one? If wide area scanning is the whole reason you're buying a Fishfinder, yes, look further down this list. But for anglers who want a clear picture without spending hours learning complicated settings, this one is hard to ignore. Number 3. Lowrance Elite FS7. Now picture a different angler, someone who fishes almost every weekend, who already knows the lake and isn't asking where should I fish anymore. But where are the fish today? That's where the Elite FS7 pulls ahead. The larger screen makes brush piles, drop-offs, and hidden structure much easier to spot. And with the right transducer, you can scan more of the water on your kayak instead of only looking straight down, meaning fewer blind casts. Just know installing this one takes more care than the simpler units. A larger screen and a more advanced transducer mean it's worth doing on a day you're not rushed. Is this one for you? If you only fish a handful of times a year, probably not. Save your money, because you'll likely never use everything it offers. But if fishing is part of your weekly routine, this is the kind of Fishfinder that keeps growing with your skills instead of holding them back. So far, we've looked at Fishfinders that stay mounted on your kayak. But what if you don't want to mount anything at all, or you switch between different kayaks? There's a surprisingly simple answer for that. Number 2. Garmin Striker Cast. Not everyone wants a fish finder permanently attached to their kayak. Maybe you rent kayaks, own more than one, or just don't want to drill holes into something you paid good money for. The Garmin Striker cast solves that. You clip the sonar to your fishing line, cast it out, and watch everything through the app on your phone. There's no installation at all, no brackets, no wiring, no tools, ever. When you're done, just pack it away. That convenience comes with a trade-off. Your phone becomes your display. So bright sunlight can make it harder to see than a dedicated screen. And if your battery runs low, your sonar session ends too. It's not for everyone though. If you're out on long full-day trips and want a screen you can glance at without unlocking your phone, a dedicated display will serve you better. But if you want the quickest way to add sonar to almost any kayak, it's hard to beat. Number 1. Garmin Striker Vivid 7 SV. Let's go back to the story from the beginning. Remember that first trip? The screen looked busy, everything seemed promising, but none of it helped me catch fish. The real problem wasn't seeing more information, it was understanding what I was looking at. That's exactly why this became my favorite pick. The Garmin Striker Vivid 7 SV doesn't just give you more information. It presents it in a way that's actually easy to understand. Bright screen, clear colors, details that stand out fast. The biggest difference is Sudvive, which lets you look left and right instead of only straight down, so you spot brush piles and structure before you're already floating past them. It also has built-in GPS to save and return to your best spots. As for installing it, it's a proper mount, not a quick clip-on. So give yourself a bit more time than the Striker 4. Nothing complicated though, basic tools, and once it's on, it stays on for good. Now let's be fair, this is the most expensive model on the list. The larger display needs more space on your kayak. And some anglers may prefer a touchscreen over buttons. But is it for everyone? Not quite. If this is your very first fish finder, and you're not even sure how often you'll fish, save your money and start with the Striker 4. But if kayak fishing is becoming more than an occasional hobby, this is the one I'd spend my own money on.
Now that you've seen all 5, here's the simplest way to decide. The best fish finder isn't the one with the most features. It's the one that actually fits how you fish. If you're brand new to this, the Striker 4 is where I'd start. Struggled to make sense of a screen before? The Hook Reveal 5 fixes that. Fishing nearly every weekend and want room to grow into? Go with the Elite FS7. Don't want to mount anything permanently? Grab the Striker Cast. It's effortless. And if you want one unit that sticks with you for years, the Striker Vivid 7 SV is the one I'd choose myself. Every fish finder on this list can help you, but none of them can replace time on the water. The more you fish, the better you'll understand what your screen is telling you. I've linked every model in the description below, along with current prices and who each one is best for. If this saved you from making the same mistake I did, hit subscribe. I post honest kayak fishing gear reviews every week. And I want to know, what's the one thing you still find confusing about your fish finder? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. Remember, the fish were never hiding from you. You just weren't asking the right questions yet. Thanks for watching. Stay safe on the water, and I'll see you in the next one.